Greetings, duelists, and welcome to another video. We just had a huge bombshell of an announcement from Konami. They have their own animation studio, and the animation studio is not super new. However, today what got revealed was something that they did to commemorate like the 25th anniversary of the Yu-Gi-Oh series. That's a entirety, like the card game. And as you can see on the screen, they have a couple of different themes, familiar archetypes that we've seen in the past. Uh, Not all of them are uploaded, but they did showcase a really good number of them. Like right here, we have the Blue Eyes theme. Right here, we have like the entirety of the Animation Chronicle itself. We have the Charmers. We have the Ice Barriers. We have Melfi. We have Typhon and Zeus, which is a really cool one. We have the Fallen of Albas lore. This lore is super popular. Like, there's even fan animation and fan like narrative involving like the entire story itself. We have Kisakill and Lila, which, with the rise of VTubers happening in 2020, you already know this was going to be a very popular theme. You also have Six Samurais, which is like one of the most iconic Yu-Gi-Oh archetypes that we've had competitively. Uh, so I kind of want to talk a little bit more in depth about things that comes with this. Like, for example, I checked out like the production staff and I checked out a few of the details, and this was done with very talented people. For starters, JC Staff is like the studio that helped with the building with this animation. And for those who don't know JC Staff, they've done very popular animes in the past. We have stuff like Toradora, we have Food Wars, we have Danmachi, we have Pet Girl Sakurasu, which is one of my favorite animes of all time. Even though it's not like a super popular one, we have Little Busters, another really good one. We have the Magical Index from the Railgun series. But that's not all. I was super curious about the animators, and I went through the key animator site, and I looked at Tatsuya Miki. For those who don't know, because when it comes to Japanese names and it comes to animators, this is a very niche like approach. Like, if you're a fan of an anime or a fan of an animation, you just try to look into these people. Tatsunamiki is a very big deal because he's one of the key animators for the first episode of Made in Abyss, the first episode of My Hero Academia, and the 6th and 10th episode of Cyberpunk Edge Runners. These are all really popular anime, and if for those who have seen Cyberpunk, I don't think it comes to like a discussion. Episode 6 was the best episode out of this anime. It was pretty much the anime that like pushed a lot of people into like being enticed into seeing it entirely. Um, and that's just a small margin of what this animator can do, and a small margin of all the staff that actually worked on this. So this is a very big deal. A lot of people worked on this, and it kind of shows you that maybe in the future we might get more stuff like this from them, especially since we don't have a main Yu-Gi-Oh series, at least here in the West. In the East, they have Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens, which introduced Rush Duels, but we don't have any like key Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime like airing at the moment that is fairly new. So now that I talked a little bit about this in general, I kind of want to talk about a few themes that uh, we did not see from the lore. And the first one I want to talk about is World Legacy. Uh, World Legacy was a theme that got introduced in 2017 or 2016. Well, it was 2017. And this is a very popular theme. Like, it introduced the World Chalice archetype, which then transitioned into like the World Legacy keys, which you can see that there are a lot of them. You see the Mech Knights, you see the keys themselves. Uh, you see here the nightmares that got involved in like all of this. You see like the crucial tragic story with what happened to Ib. You see the Crusadias. You see Orchist, which was the antithesis, and you see the rest of the Crusadia monsters just fighting alongside them with the guard dragons. And yeah, like I think the World Legacy theme is something that you can just make an animation in itself, like even a short animation, like with this theme, uh, would have been really really cool to see. Again, that's not taking anything away from what they did. We have a lot of archetypes that were shown. I think I have the entire list right here. Uh, so yeah, Dual Terminal, World Legacy is one of them. Uh, so they showed ice barriers, but the Dual Terminal line, like it goes way above and beyond that. We have Ritual Beast, we have like Gishkis, we have Shadows, Zephyra, Satellar Knights. Like there's a lot of lore involving like the entire like dual terminal story, and enough for them to make like plethora of years of content. uh there's another lore that is really cool, like I really think is not really explored, is the Draco Slayer story. This involved the true Dracos, this involved the Drake Overlords. This also involved like the supporting themes to the true Dracos, which are the Zodiacs, the Crystron, the Magic Specters. We also see the True Kings that fought alongside like the Draco Overlords. There was a big scale war, and they ended up like invading the planet of like the other themes. You here see the calamities, just to like show you a little bit more. You have Amorphage, which was an infection that happened with the Draco Slayers. So I'm not gonna explain all the lore, but you know there's a lot for them to go forth. Uh, you see Masterpiece right here. Uh, you see right here like the other themes that supported them. And then you see Zephyra. So you see Metal Foes, Zodiac. I already talked about the dual terminal a little bit. So there's a lot of potential that can come out of this. Like I feel like Konami is stepping in the right direction with showing stuff like this. Uh, I already know that the main reason they did this animation chronicle was to be a homage to 25 years into playing the TCG. Uh, so it's a very not high likely possibility of them doing this as a recurring thing. This could be just like a very small animation project that they just did, uh, like to just commemorate the game. But I know that this is going to receive a lot of attention from a lot of people. I know that a lot of people are going to be very, very happy to see like what's coming out of this. And this kind of shows you that uh, they have a very, very strong team on their side working alongside this. Uh, if they can make animation like this possible, and with just so many different themes that we have in the game, like you know, this could be a step into a new possibility that we can see in this game. And like some of these themes are very very popular. Like Sky Strikers even have their own manga. Uh, like I said, that there's a lot of fan service alongside of some of these themes. So right now they only have two shorts here. One of them being the Card Game Chronicle. Uh, yeah, I just wanted to talk about this a little bit because this is really really cool. I think there's a lot of potential, and who knows, maybe this opens the doors for like more supporting themes for older archetypes because uh, it's already been clear that there are so many themes in the game, and Konami can just pop out any idea out of any of them. So this game is far from being gone anytime soon. But yeah, I hope you found this video like interesting. It's not something super informative like I do like usually in this channel, but I just really wanted to talk about it. Yeah, that's about it. Keep practicing and keep dueling.